My girlfriend told me, if you can't handle my friend's sharp humor, just pay your share and go. So I did. I stood up, pulled out my wallet, calculated my meal plus tip, placed the cash on the table, grabbed my keys, and walked out of the restaurant. They laughed. They thought I was bluffing. Until the server brought the bill. My name is Noah. I'm 29 years old, and I just walked out of what was supposed to be a celebration. I was sitting in my car afterward, hands on the steering wheel, trying to process how my girlfriend of 3 years had just handed me the cleanest exit of my life, and didn't even realize it. Her name is Emma. She's 28. We met at a friend's apartment warming party. She was witty, driven, sharp, worked in marketing. We clicked fast, moved in together after a year and a half. Things were mostly solid, except for one problem. Her friends. Emma had a tight-knit trio from college, Claire, Sophie, and Rachel. And from day one, they didn't hide how they felt about me. At first, it was small jabs, comments about my job as a plumber, my hobby of restoring vintage cars, my clothes, my hands, my background. I let it slide. Emma would laugh along in public, then tell me privately she didn't agree. I believed her. That was my mistake. Tonight was supposed to be different. Emma had just gotten promoted to senior marketing specialist. I was proud of her, genuinely. So I suggested a fancy downtown grill, my treat, for everyone. I wanted to celebrate her. The night started well. Drinks, appetizers, light conversation. Then Claire leaned back in her chair and smirked. So, Noah, still messing with pipes for a living? Must be nice having such a basic gig. Not much brain power needed, huh? I smiled. Plumbing's actually pretty complex. A lot of problem solving. Sophie jumped in. Oh, please. It's not like you need a degree for that. Eva's killing it in corporate, while you're, what, tinkering with old cars? I restore classic cars, I said. Just finished a 1969 Mustang. Rachel laughed. How much money do you waste on those junk heaps? Then she turned to Emma. You could do so much better. Remember David from the summit? Now he had ambition. I looked at Emma. She just smiled and shook her head like, oh, them. No defense, no correction, nothing. The comments didn't stop. They mocked my work, my hobbies, my future. Claire actually said I was lucky Emma was slumming it with me. Then Sophie dropped the line that broke something in me. Honestly, Emma, when are you upgrading? Noah's nice, but you're executive material, and he's, well. I set my utensils down. Emma, this isn't okay. She sighed. They're just messing around. It doesn't feel like that. Rachel snorted. God, he's so fragile. What, gonna cry over a few jokes?
I stayed calm. This isn't comfortable for me. That's when Emma looked me dead in the eye and said it. If you can't handle my friend's sharp humor, just pay your share and go. The table went silent. Then Claire giggled. I nodded. Thanks for the choice. I stood up, calculated my meal and tip, placed the cash down. This covers mine. Emma rolled her eyes. Noah, sit down. Don't make a scene. I grabbed my keys. Enjoy your celebration. As I walked out, Sophie laughed. He'll be back in 10 minutes, bet. I didn't come back. 10 minutes later, my phone lit up. Nice stunt. Come back and pay the bill. Then, this isn't funny. Then, are you for real? Reality hit when the check arrived. $400. Steaks, cocktails, desserts. I had left 60. Eva called 15 times on my drive home. Voicemails went from annoyed to furious. I packed essentials and crashed at my friend Liam's place. Her texts kept coming. You humiliated me. My friends think you're a joke. You left me with a $400 bill. Venmo me now. Then her friends joined in. Accusations, insults, Venmo requests. One of them even labeled a charge emotional distress. I blocked all of them. The next morning, Emma showed up at Liam's door, banging, yelling, calling me immature. You can't dodge your responsibilities. Responsibilities? I paid for my meal. That was my only responsibility. Things escalated fast. She sold my professional plumbing tools online, listed my classic car without permission. That's when I stopped talking and started documenting. Police reports, screenshots, receipts. Our landlord got involved. Noise complaints, lease violations. Suddenly, the leverage shifted. Her friend group started collapsing. Breakups, evictions, job losses. All that arrogance had no backup plan. Weeks later, I moved into a smaller apartment near work. Cheaper rent, more peace. Finished my Mustang restoration. Picked up better paying side gigs. Emma texted one last time. I see how toxic they were. I should have defended you. I'm sorry. Can we try again? I didn't reply. Some apologies come too late. My dad called recently. Said I sound happier than I have in years. He's right. Because the best revenge isn't yelling. It isn't proving a point. It's refusing to be anyone's doormat or ATM. They wanted me to pay. In the end, they did. Just not how they planned.
I thought walking out of that restaurant would be the end of it. I was wrong. It was only the beginning. I stayed at my friend Liam's place for a few days. Not hiding, just breathing. For the first time in 3 years, my phone wasn't lighting up with jokes at my expense, or plans that involved me paying and staying quiet. Instead, it buzzed with something else. Panic. Emma didn't miss me. She missed the stability. The rent I covered, the bills I handled, the quiet way I absorbed disrespect so her life stayed comfortable. By the third day, I went back to the apartment while she was at work. I wanted my things. Nothing dramatic. That's when I saw the notice on the door. A noise complaint. Apparently, the night her friends came over to strategize, the laughter turned into shouting. Neighbors complained. That mark was now on our rental record. Inside, the place looked like a frat house after finals week. Empty bottles, food containers, chaos. Then I noticed something missing. My Xbox. I found it shoved into her closet. That's when my stomach dropped. I checked my garage. My tools were gone. Not misplaced. Gone. Thousands of dollars in specialized plumbing equipment, tools I used to make a living, were missing. A mutual friend confirmed it. She'd listed them online. Cheap. Fast sale prices. Then the real punch. My 1969 Mustang restoration project. Listed on Craigslist. Fixer-upper, must sell. That car wasn't just metal. It was years of work, weekends, memories with my dad. I didn't yell. I didn't text. I called the police. People think staying calm is weakness. It's not. It's how you keep control. The officer explained it clearly. Cohabitation complicates things, but selling someone else's property is theft. I documented everything. Screenshots, receipts, listings. While I was doing that, my landlord called. Emma says you abandoned the apartment. I laughed. I'm standing in it. Silence. Then, Noah, I'd rather keep you as a tenant. You've never missed rent, no issues until now. Leverage. Real leverage. That evening, Emma came home as I was loading my last box. What are you doing? I'm protecting what's mine. She didn't apologize. She justified. I needed money. You stuck me with that dinner. That's when I realized something important. She didn't feel guilty. She felt entitled. Her friend Claire pulled up right on cue. Oh, come on, you're not seriously ending things over one dinner. I looked at her and smiled. It was never one dinner. I listed everything calmly. The insults, the enabling, the theft. Claire sneered. You owe Emma $400. No, I said. I owe myself respect. That's when Emma grabbed my arm. Please, don't do this. But it was already done. I drove away lighter than I'd felt in years. The fallout was fast. Police followed up, landlord issued notices, her friends turned on each other. Funny how loud people get when consequences arrive. Weeks later, I was in my new apartment. Smaller, cheaper, peaceful. The Mustang sat in the garage again, safe. I got a text. "You were right. I should have defended you. Can we talk?" I stared at it for a long time. Then I locked my phone. Some chapters don't need a response. Because here's the truth. The moment someone tells you to leave if you don't accept disrespect, believe them and leave. Not angry, not broke, just done